lot of my prayer is what I would call conversational, having a sense that I'm in a conversation with God, and so it has that kind of tone. And so I bring into my prayer time what's going on in my life, and a lot of it boils down to those prayers. I think I've read them in those wonderful books by Anne Lamott. The two basic prayers are, help me, help me, help me, and thank you, thank you, thank you. And a lot of my conversational prayer sort of falls into one of those two categories. And sometimes I think that it's not so much that we are doing the praying, is that we're responding to an impulse of the Spirit within us to pray, to put ourselves before God in an intentional, deliberate, conscious way. And the difficulty with that, the awkwardness of it, is that it's a mode of being that's so different from our usual way of being in the world, which is a much more, in some ways, more engaged and involved kind of thing. Lots of thinking has to happen. But the act of praying, the process of praying, is of a different order, I think. And getting from one place into the other is a constant challenge. And sometimes at the end of my prayer hour, I think, was I praying or was I just thinking about things, And sometimes I'm not sure, and maybe ultimately it doesn't matter. The impulse is there somehow, and how it gets expressed maybe isn't all that important to God. Whether we have a good prayer hour or a prayer hour where our minds are constantly needing to be refocused, jumping around from one thing to another.